Bigly.
Barkley. Yeah,
What's cracking?
we are back. This is the Casual Fan. My name is CheZZa.
GMTM.
You already know how we be. So, we've been in like a little break. I'm working on a lot of things, a lot of changes. So,
As you can see, I'm drinking white wine today. So
see how things
changes are on the horizon, people.
I'm still drinking energy drinks. That's not changing. But I'm marking out today.
Day
Got
one
my
ish.
Day one-ish. Got my two, even though we ain't got no snow outside. It's nice.
It's been nice this weekend.
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day was nice.
It was too busy. Like, I had that shit yesterday. Man, it was supposed to be at 3. I got there at like 3:50. Traffic, like St. Patrick's was crazy.
Where was the parade?
I don't even know. You know what's funny?
Did the parade block off like where the auditions were?
No, it didn't block that off. It wasn't nowhere in that way, but just people everywhere. Like, everywhere.
St. Patty's Day was dope.
You call it white Carabana.
I don't even like participate in it, but yesterday was cool. I went out to a brunch. Shout out to Chantel. Went out to a brunch and drank whiskey all day.
This guy, we have a group message with the shot club. Shout out David Mo. So Mo was gonna go do something. He's like, "Yo, you guys should come out." Tracy's like, "Oh, I'm on my way home." He's like, "I'm already drunk though. I don't think I can make it back."
Yeah,
Mo was really trying to convince him, and I can just read it. I can like, it's not gonna.
Because once he said he was doing something, like I was already on the way, already halfway home. So.
All right, just doing the Facebook post.
Yeah, shout out to Facebook. I guess so.
Yeah, you know, my Facebook circle. Shout out to my Facebook circle. You guys are all loved.
Yeah, I don't do Facebook things no more.
You don't. He sleeps on Facebook. So anyway, today we have 2 things to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if you guys watched. There's a show called Desus Mero. If you guys don't watch, after you hear this, you should go watch because this shit is funny as hell.
Yes, and that is true. But before that, y'all watched The Breakfast Club, so
yeah,
you would have seen it first from The Breakfast Club, and then they get to the backstory of.
Actually, okay, no, we'll get into that, and then actually, Desus Mero is gonna be the first topic anyway.
Okay.
So if you watch it, then you know how it broke down. But how did you first hear about the beef, like the issues with them?
Okay, so Envy did some daytime television show.
The real.
I think you have to go back even further than that, though. You got to go back to like what the issue was, right? Because Envy was about to get extorted pretty much from a woman he had an affair with, because Envy's married.
Yeah.
And before that could happen, he just went on air, said this is what happened.
He said his apology to his wife.
All that.
Well, from like what his wife said, she was saying that she found out earlier and he was apologizing, and she just wasn't listening to him. So then he just went to the radio and did it.
Yeah.
So he apologized to the wife. They make up. They're back together. So they started up like a whole bunch of like work together now. So they have their own podcast.
Yeah.
They do a lot of stuff together now, but they made this appearance on The Real together where they talked about the relationship.
Mm.
So Desus Mero, as a show, what they do is they watch everything like up to date mainstream pop culture.
Yeah.
And they just crack jokes on it. That's all. Anything that's big, and they just crack jokes on it. That's their whole thing.
Yeah.
So obviously, because of the topic with Envy's thing, it was a big thing. Like people were into it.
Yeah.
So then Desus Mero covered it. And then there's just there's one part.
There was a comment that
it's funny. Like, okay, so the way it worked out, when they were talking about the relationship, the wife was like, DJ Envy's real name is Rashad. So she was saying Rashad at home was a good husband, was a good father, was good this, good this, good this. And then DJ Envy says like, yeah, but I was two people. I was Rashad at home, but on the streets I was DJ Envy.
Yeah.
And then his wife goes, yeah, I didn't know who DJ Envy was. And then Desus makes a joke and he says, yeah.
But you know what them DJ Envy checks look like.
Exactly. Stating that she really did know who DJ Envy, like, you know,
yeah.
Like we understand what they were trying to say, but his joke was just was taken. It was like a literal joke, like you really do know. But whatever. So they had a show or appearance on the Breakfast Club,
and they've been on the Breakfast Club before
many times. Like first time I ever heard of Desus Mero was on a Breakfast Club interview. So they do their like they didn't even like it's just the way it opened up.
Yeah, you can tell by the way Envy does his intros and how he introduces the guest. Yeah. He always says the same thing. We have a special guest. The second he didn't say special, he said our guest. Yeah. And then he goes and calls them what he called them. I was just like, here we go.
Mm-hmm. So with that whole thing, Envy expressed himself to them that he didn't
First he said they gotta apologize.
First he said they had to apologize for what they said about his wife, which was that the DJ Envy money, because he feels it insinuated that she's just around for the money. So they're talking back and forth, and Desus Mero like right away they're like, oh, if that's wrong, I apologize. Sorry, my bad. Thought we were closer than that, but I didn't realize that was a line, so we apologize, and they apologized. DJ Envy was still on it because he got up and then he left the interview, middle of the interview.
Yeah. Well, he didn't stay after that. No. Like it was just kind of like
they started talking about something else. They're like they like played it out.
Yeah, Charlemagne's talking to them, kind of asking them something. They're talking, and then they had the wide angle on the camera.
Yeah, the security camera.
He said the security camera. And you just see Envy getting up and walking off.
But even like when I watched it, it was on the Breakfast Club interview, and like Charlemagne was asking Desus Mero a question, and he looks at them, and then you see his eyes go up like this, like he's watching somebody get up, and then he goes. Then he goes, put the camera on.
Yeah.
Then he goes, put the camera on NBC, and then it goes to NBC, and it's just empty.
And what's even funnier was, I think it was Mero was like, "Do you want me to go sit on the other side?"
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Wow!" Like these guys have no filter.
They don't give a shit. So that whole thing happened, and to them, they're like, "We don't get why he got up. Like, why would he get up? We apologized. Yeah. We said, is everything good?" He said, "Yeah, everything's good." Boom. So it's like, what the fuck? So. But the reason I asked the question, when did you first hear about it? Because the first time I realized this whole thing was happening, I really didn't get it because I was watching Desus Mero episodes, and throughout the episode, I forget what they're talking about there, but they're apologizing everything. Oh, Steph Curry's birthday party. So they were watching it, and then they make fun of KD, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, KD, we didn't mean to, whatever." Yeah. So they kept doing this over and over, and I was like, "Why do they keep?" And they keep laughing. They're like, "You'll understand.
Yeah.
You'll understand tomorrow once you see everything."
Yeah.
So when I first saw that, I was like, "What the hell are they talking about?" And then when I saw the interview, and then I was like, "Yo, it's dead." So then, what is it? They go back. They go back onto.
They went back to their show, and as they're doing their show, they do a recap of that because that's what was trending. Like Envy was trending like all day that day apparently, and plus, so they're gonna cover stuff like that.
And plus, they had something to say about Envy walking out. Like they felt the way about Envy walking out.
Yeah,
because they apologized and he still did that. So in the end, they went in on him.
Well, the Breakfast Club after they interviewed Desus Mero, I don't know if you saw it. They did the clip where they're talking to fans, the callers, people calling in.
Okay.
And they said, "Do you think Envy was right for walking off, or was he wrong?"
Yeah.
And a couple callers were like, "Yeah, man, you should have stayed. You know, you weren't professional.
Yeah.
You should have stayed." Other people were like, "You defended your wife. You did exactly what you were supposed to do."
So she sent him there to do.
But what do you think?
Well, Envy's reaction or
the way Envy handled everything, or even was Desus Mero
They apologize. Like in the end, me being married, like, so I understand.
Wait,
like,
are we breaking the fourth wall here?
No, we've already broke that over. So
okay. You know,
so like, like with that, I understand it. Like, if my wife comes and tells me she doesn't like something because he exclusively made sure to say my wife didn't think that.
Yeah.
Right there was the answer. She came to him and said, "Yo, these guys said this, this, and this." And you're gonna be talking to them tomorrow. You better get them apologize. Like you know that's happening. Like you know that's happening. Yeah. So he went in there upset, and it's first thing in the morning at like 6, 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Come on, you catch that earload in the morning, boss? Come on. Yo, you're gonna come in the morning and you're gonna look at those guys like, yo, fuck you guys. You made me have a shitty ass morning.
I mean, that's tough. I mean, I think personally, okay, you can feel the way you feel, but you can't say, don't talk about my wife that way when your wife is now a public figure.
Yeah. That part,
she's gonna have to accept certain not just criticisms, but assumptions of their relationship, because you're bringing your relationship to the forefront. So you're gonna get those comments.
You're gonna get those jokes. Like, it's gonna be what it is.
Like people think that just because they go on social media and all these platforms, that everything they get is gonna be praise and everything they're gonna get is likes and positive comments.
Right.
You're gonna have to deal with the fact that people are gonna say certain things about your relationship. They're gonna assume certain things. So when Desus Mero, kind of like us, where we're reacting to what's given us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're just friends hanging out, drinking and recording these reactions. People are going to, like, you can't tell me Desus Mero are the only people that thought, well, yeah, she's still there. He's making a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
Not the only ones. And in the end, if you are sure about your relationship, that shit is not even gonna stress you. If that's something that bothers you, there's a reason why it bothers you. Like,
yeah,
maybe you saw it. Maybe she sees it too much on Twitter. Like, maybe she sees too much on Instagram. People keeping her comments, and so it's just something that really bothers her that people say. So she can't take it out on them because it's random people you never know.
Yeah.
So you take it on the two people you know, because you're like, yo, those are supposed to be your boys.
And it's like Charlemagne says, defending envy. You can't you can't say or tell a person how to react
exactly
to something you do or say. So I mean, they got their apologies off, you know. I just think with him, see, the thing about envy was he should have known that after that, if you continue to make it a spectacle, you're just giving them more ammunition for their show, which is exactly what they did. It's like what they did with academics.
Yeah, well, academics, I have no feeling. Like I hate that
guy. I like academics. I follow his channel, but at the same time,
he's so annoying.
At the same time, it's like you have to understand when you do stuff like that, there's always going to be a Desus Mero. Like everybody knows a Desus Mero.
They just don't want to be dissed by somebody he knows. You know what I mean? But Desus Mero is the biggest show. Like they have to cover that shit. It's kind of like how they're saying they're asking if Joe Budden is disloyal for saying the stuff he said about Eminem in his album, which he said he didn't even listen to. So he was really talking about one song.
Have we covered that yet? We're gonna have to do another episode.
Eminem versus Joe Budden. We talked about that part, but it's more like After Effects now. We should have like an After Effects show, because I want to talk about Black Panther as well. Like as the movie, like how'd you feel about the movie? But yeah.
Speaking of,
later on we'll be talking about that. You want to segue?
Yeah, I thought it was a perfect segue. Unless there was more.
Desus Mero just truly the only thing about Desus Mero was they apologized. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And me as a professional, like truly, like it's like there's two people I know on it. You sit down and you're like, listen, my wife took it disrespectful, so I need you guys to apologize on the radio to my wife. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, I think we can actually segue.
That's it.
I think we can actually segue that to the Eminem and Budden issue, because Envy and Desus Mero, they're not really friends.
No, but
they kind of know each other, and that's like Eminem and Joe Budden. And Joe Budden is just like Desus Mero. He's on a platform where he's got to say what he feels. He's got to react to the same thing everybody else is reacting. He's on the platform, And I think for him being upfront and honest, and somebody who can take the information and take the everything that's going on with it and properly analyze it.
Joe Budden did, and that's what Royce was saying. He didn't have to use the word garbage. Like,
I got a problem with that.
And stuff with that. Because even like, if there's something that, not even like, if it's somebody I respect, I know they do music, I'm not going to come to them and say their shit is garbage. It's just not. It's like, if, like it, that doesn't make sense. Like, there's so many other words, and Joe, as a person who loves the English language, you know, as somebody like him, you know, he's choosing his words on purpose.
Yeah.
So that's another reason it could be like, yo, why is he going so hard on me? Because you know, pause. But you know, Joe is like a word person, so yeah. It's like he didn't have to go garbage. He could have broke it down, and plus, he didn't even hear the album. He's just talking about the one song, and the whole thing. He just explained this part without saying garbage.
I get that, but I think at the same time, if you're Eminem and you're Royce the 5'9", are you really that thin-skinned?
Artist be.
You know what I'm saying? Like Eminem spent his entire career trashing any and everybody. And Eminem has gotten on songs with people he knows and loves and still says, I'm gonna destroy everybody, whatever. Like, you should understand that, like, Joe Budden is on a platform where he has to be real. Like, if I'm watching Joe Budden and they say, well, what do you think of the Eminem track list? And he says, I think the Eminem track list is good. I'll wait till it comes out. Like, I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna say, he's not being real.
But if Joe Budden looks at it and says, I don't like it. I see Ed Sheeran on there. I see this and I see them on this. I don't like that. That's not the Eminem I want to hear.
He did say it looked bad. He said it looked bad.
Even that. It looks bad. But he said garbage. Like, garbage is something that you use for local artists that are coming up that are just garbage. They really think that they're like, is that just somebody that you're looking at? You're like, just stop rapping.
Sorry, we've had conversations. We're breaking the fourth wall. We've had conversation about local for the past couple of weeks. So,
but it's like that. Somebody already in the position of Eminem, regardless of what he makes, is not garbage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be verses you like in there. There's gonna be lines you like in the. You know what I mean? There's gonna be parts you like in there. So if there's gonna be something you like in it, it can't be garbage.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's just the word. I think that's the thing that keyed off. Like,
could be.
And think about it, as a lyricist.
Yeah.
You make a track and you put it out, and one of your people say in public, that shit is garbage. You're gonna look at him like, I'll rip you to shit, though.
Not me. Not me. Right? Not me, because me, you know, I love the random shit. I love taking a situation and finding out how I can make it. Be honest about it, be entertaining about it, and further myself and the person that I'm
going with,
sparring with. So if I put out a track and you went on a platform and said, yeah, I heard the new Trey shit, it was kind of garbage. Me personally,
that's a marketing play right there.
I'm gonna find a way to make that interesting. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how I feel, I'm gonna be like, yeah, let me find out how to flip this and make it really work in my favor. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I think I honestly, I've been a fan of Eminem since '99. I honestly just don't think he's the guy he puts the facade of. I think for somebody who says he doesn't give a shit and all this, that, and somebody who he signed on his label, and you can't praise somebody for being upfront, honest, and then when they say something you don't like, be offended by it. You kind of know what you're getting when you're dealing with Joe Budden.
You do, but the word garbage, that's the only thing to me. Like, I feel no way, but if someone close to me came out their way and just said, that shit is garbage, Chez. Like, you tell me straight up, cool, we can have a conversation. If you're telling the world before you tell me you think the track is garbage, you tell the world.
But honestly,
why?
But I think with that, I don't think they have a line of communication to where Joe Budden can do that.
Yeah.
It's like he said in the Afterthoughts on his podcast. He's like, I'm not.
Royce, then.
He goes. I'm not getting invited to Thanksgiving dinner. So he's like, it's like I'm not. We don't have that relationship. We're not friends.
It's not about friends. It's still there's respect. Like
there is. Yeah, I get that.
There's respect. Like, and Joe Budden showed none. Like, it's not loyalty. When people say loyalty, it has nothing to do with loyalty. He doesn't have to be loyal to Eminem because Eminem is a boss. Like, he's his boss. There's no loyalty in that.
And the funny thing about that is, he signed to M and doesn't have a clear line of communication. Yet he can text.
But he doesn't have to.
But no, I'm saying he doesn't have a clear line of communication to Eminem, and Eminem signed him. But he can text Drake and get a hold of Drake quicker than he can the guy who signed him.
Yeah.
And he let off rounds.
But at the same time, he is not signed to Eminem. Slaughterhouse is signed to Eminem.
His name's still on the contract?
His name is on the contract, but we've had these conversations. Is there a need for four?
The fourth
or is there an only need for one point of contact?
Could be.
And we know.
It could be. Could be Royce.
Royce is that point of contact. The Royce says go. They say, okay, cool, let's go.
Could be.
So he doesn't need a direct link to M. You have Royce.
Yeah.
And M probably like that's the easier for me. Like you just come and tell me and peace. Like I don't want to get in arguments with Joe. I don't want to get in arguments with Joel or Crooked. You guys tell me what you guys want. I tell you yes or no. Or you tell me what everybody needs. I tell you yes or no, and that's it. Like
I would think that'd be an easier way of doing it.
It is.
How tall are you?
About 5'9". But
yeah.
So like, it's not a loyalty thing with that. To me, that's not a loyalty. It's just respect. You could have found a better way without having to sugarcoat it. Yeah. There's no need to sugarcoat, but you don't have to go out your way to say it's garbage. Because when you say something's garbage, usually that's you trying to poke at somebody or start something. Pause. Like
and he did say that he had a different standard. So again, we have to look at it from his standard. His idea of Eminem's garbage is still superior to. I think that's fair in context, but not everybody's gonna look at it within that, within that frame.
But yeah, what's going on here? Just making sure. See if there's anyone in the chats.
The shots.
The shot.
The shot. That's
the top shot.
That's cat.
Top cat.
It's French.
We taught you guys something. Can't say nothing.
Educational.
Oh.
Yeah, educational.
Talking about education. Did you see the Infinity War trailer?
I learned it was dope. Yo, I watched it off rip. I watched it 5 times, just back to back.
Oh, sorry. Before, if you guys don't know, if you guys aren't a Marvel fan, which doesn't make sense, if you guys aren't watching Phase 1, 2, and 3, I don't know what's wrong with you, but we're coming to the conclusion. We're not all the way there yet. We're coming to the conclusion because they just released the next trailer for Infinity War, which actually comes out next month, April 27th.
Yeah, they moved up the date. So
yeah, April 27th.
The free orders are out now. I'm getting mine because I'm not missing that. I want to be there the first day.
It's like you kind of have to because everybody else is gonna fucking spoil it for you, man. It's so annoying.
I haven't had that yet.
No?
Nah. Not with the MCU joints.
With Black Panther, they were going OD on it. And I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, I knew every line before I even watched it. Like, when I was watching it, I was like,
I think I might have given away some spoilers.
I was like, no, I don't want to go. Throw me over the hood with my ancestors who didn't want to be hit by bondage.
That's cold. That's cold.
I'm watching it like I knew the lines.
Giving away lines is cold.
Like, that's man. We're not even gonna talk about that line. I think that line's so dumb, but anyway. We can talk about it. No, okay, sorry. Infinity War trailer. So the new Infinity War trailer.
Yeah, man.
I feel like we should just watch it right now. Even if you guys don't get to see it.
You'll see our reactions.
You can pause it, go watch it, or actually open up a second browser, and then that works, and then you can watch it with us.
We're gonna pretend we haven't seen it. How about that?
I've seen it a few times.
I've seen it like 20.
There it is. Infinity War trailer. I didn't have to search. It was already in line. Last time we broke it down piece by piece, right?
Yeah.
You guys can hear it.
The entire time I knew him, he only ever had one goal. To wipe out half the universe.
Me too.
If he gets all the Infinity Stones, he can do it with the snap of his fingers.
Sorry. Gotta pause that.
Just like that.
So you know what they're talking about? That's the comic book. If you watch Infinity, if you read the Infinity Gauntlet comic book, you see they use that same premise that he's going to take away half the population of the galaxy or whatever, and that's why he's looking for the Infinity Gauntlet. But in the comic book, the reason is different than in the movie. In the movie, it has to do with some of his planet, I believe, and he couldn't save his planet. Comic book, he's trying to get with Mistress Death, and he was like, "I'll give you a present, half the population of the world," and he killed them all in a snap of the finger.
Well, I think with that, I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they had already what they were doing with Thor and Ragnarok and Hela, because Hela is like part of her character comes from
death itself.
Yeah, so I don't think they were gonna use her again. So it just made sense to kind of change the.
It's not even that. They'd have to explain why is there two different deaths. Yeah. Why is Hela death and why is there this one? Like,
yeah.
And it's just a whole explanation thing that they don't need to. But they're actually making him into like almost like a sympathetic villain because he's doing it. The whole backstory, what's it called? It's not spoiling anything because the director already said this in the interview. But his whole backstory is he wanted to save his planet, but he couldn't. So instead of something like, like the Superman story where he wants to save everybody.
Yeah.
Thanos, on the other hand, turns and he looks at it and he's like, "Yo, we're worthless out here. Like, let me save the planet from itself, or save the galaxy from itself by getting rid of the people that would end the thing."
Yeah.
So that's what his whole goal is now. So that's why he wanted to search for Infinity, the Gauntlet.
But in the comics, he did it himself.
Oh, he did himself. Snap a finger. Just.
No, he killed
his planet. Yeah, his planet. Yeah. He killed his planet and everything himself. But continue.
Roman Reigns.
Tell me his name again. Thanos.
Anybody but you, Thanos.
Spider-Man riding on the side of the bus, skating across the water.
Yeah, I like the little details. I like the details how they shook the camera right there.
Yeah. Oh, when he blast.
As soon as he blast off.
So when you saw him blast off, I was like watching this video, and they're like, I think the reason why he blasts off like that is because remember in the first trailer, Spider-Man was stuck on it and he was flying up. He's going up to save Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So like, okay. But right now they're explaining. So that's what they're saying. They brought everybody to Wakanda.
That's the shit that I like the most about the trailer.
Her?
Suri.
I think it's good, except it sucks. So let me do the plan, and that way it might be really good. Wow.
That meetup's gonna be dope because they've never met up yet, right?
Yeah.
So, and in the thing I watched too, if you look at the background, it looks like they're actually back on Titan.
Yeah.
So I don't know this whole thing.
But I was saying I like the fact that they got Suri. I like the fact that they've got all these characters kind of helping out each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Suri's working on Vision, trying to get the mind gem out.
Picture that shit. Iron Man, Shuri, Banner. Yeah. You say those three brains right there, just working on shit. Strange. Well, Strange was just a doctor, not that type of doctor. Or that he wasn't like. Yeah, he was a doctor. But those minds alone, just Shuri. Oh, Peter.
Yeah.
And the four of them just go to fucking war in technology, And they're saying the suit that Tony Stark is using now is the bleeding armor where it bleeds. It's all nano, so it's like it just goes on him now. He doesn't. It's wicked.
Yeah.
The shit, all the little things. Like we're only halfway through that.
And what's his name's got the vibranium arm.
Yes. Bucky has the vibranium arm,
and then Cap's got the shield.
The 2 shields actually, like pop out on both sides. Cap is beasting in this freaking trailer.
Yeah,
I see you, Cap.
I think he's gonna be one of the first to go though.
See, Gamora. Smash the Tesseract. Like, are you serious?
I like that too. Okay.
This whole thing should be
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You see how they took down the freaking Hulkbuster?
Yeah.
That is look at this man. Holding on to the gauntlet. So they remind us. They show us all this drama. And then give us some and excitement. And then
I'm Peter, by the way.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, you're using your made-up names. Then I am Spider-Man.
all right. Watch him, he's beasting too. Look at him.
Yeah.
Through.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's one of those movies you might have to watch in 3D. Because
I watch all the MCU joints in 3D. Yeah.
Sometimes I do.
The only one I didn't watch was Homecoming.
No, okay.
I didn't watch that.
This one, just that alone, 3D, crazy.
But like Doctor Strange, like you kind of had to watch that in 3D.
Yeah, exactly. Like Doctor Strange was such a like a mind fuck you had to watch. To me, also like the Thors, just because. Well, not really Thors actually.
Guardians,
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Guardians, because they're out of space, so you'll get all those different graphics and shit.
Yeah.
But some of them you don't need to, like Captain America, the Iron Man's like to see him like blast off and shit.
Yeah.
Cool. But as a whole, the background won't be moving as much as in like Guardians or Infinity Wars. Infinity Wars gonna be fucking disgusting.
Yeah, man. Like I can't wait. Like I honestly think Iron Man's gone.
Whole thing is he gonna die. This one, like they have him looking like beat up in the both trailers.
His suit was shredded.
Yeah,
at the end of that one. Man.
But yeah, no, he was beat up because in the other one, he was holding on to something. Remember in the other one?
Yeah.
So they always been positioning him in these.
But that might have been the Vision though. Remember when what's your name gave him Scarlet Witch gave him the Vision.
Yeah.
That might be him in that. That might not be an actual event.
But it could be his vision.
It could be a foreshadowing.
Like he's looking at himself. Maybe in his arms, this is himself, and he's looking like, "Is this what is about to happen?"
Yeah.
But yeah, that
crazy.
A lot of crazy shit. Like Thor as well. You see Thor raise his hand, but remember that the hammer is gone, but he does have the lightning within him.
Yeah, and he's got the new. He's forging a new one.
Yeah. Stormbreaker. Yeah. Stormbreaker's from the Ultimate Universe, which was like a different one where when Thor came out, people were like, "This guy's fucking crazy." Mm-hmm. Actually, Loki had everybody thinking that he was just a crazy man that got out the mental institute because he was so strong. Yeah. And the chest plate that he wears and the belt that he wears is actually where he gets his power from.
I wonder if they're ever gonna do anything because, like you're into the comics, so you read the comics, but I've only seen because I go on YouTube now and I watch some of the explanations, get the Easter eggs, all that shit,
right,
from guys who have studied the comics or whatever. But there's a series where Loki turns him into a frog. I wonder if they're ever gonna play on that at some point.
They mentioned it.
I know they mentioned it, but I wonder if they're gonna play on it at some point.
Like actually show it happen.
Like I don't know. Like they might have to,
But they said it like in when he was Odin in the third one.
In the third one, yeah.
And he was like, "Yo, sorry for turning you into a frog." Yeah. So that was their Easter egg of it, right? They're not gonna like actually have him turn into a frog out there or something. It could be because they do like those little fast skit ones,
something like that. Like I wonder if they're gonna, because they did it extensively in the comics at some point. So like,
Throg.
But yeah, I liked actually one of the guys that I watched the explanation videos on a lot of what's going on. He said the Hulkbuster Banner might not even be in it. He said, and this was an idea. He didn't say this is what he heard or whatever. He said it might be Suri controlling the Hulk
somewhere else.
Yeah, the same way she controlled the car.
Yeah, that's possible. And then Stark and his. Well, they haven't showed Stark in that battle, so we don't actually know if he's in the Iron Man suit or not.
Yeah, we don't know if he goes to Wakanda.
Yeah,
because him Strange. Didn't
he go to Wakanda? Isn't he part of that?
Nah,
that welcoming party.
I don't think though. I think that was just Cap. I think that was just like Cap's team.
No, with Vision. No, with the Vision, like.
Nah, because I think him, Spider-Man, for the most part, Spider-Man, Strange, and the Guardians.
Okay. Running blast off. Okay, so now when they go into Wakanda, the plane drops. See, that's what I'm.
Was he in there? What was that banner? In the blue shirt.
Okay. Bitch. So there's Cap, Banner, War Machine.
Yeah.
Black Widow, Hawkeye, Vision in the back. So Wanda's right there too. And then.
Yeah, I don't think Stark.
Okay, that's it. No, there's no Stark. Okay. That could actually be War Machine in the freaking Hulkbuster.
It could be.
Didn't War Machine, his legs were broken?
Yeah, but he gets no, they worked on him before, right?
Yeah, the mechanical. His legs are mechanical.
He might get an upgrade from Shuri.
Yeah, they should be because she's healing motherfuckers all over.
Shuri's gonna play a big role going forward, you know.
That's good. Because in the comic books, she's Black Panther. Well, Black Panther, T'Challa is still Black Panther, but he's not king. She's now king of Wakanda and Black Panther.
She's not Jasmine. She is Aladdin.
Yeah. Not even Aladdin. What's her dad's name? She's the Czar. Like, she'll need Aladdin to have that position, though. She's up there. Like,
I just felt like good to go. No, it's probably not going to happen often.
Please no. But yeah, this shit. I can't wait for this to come out. What other storylines did you see out of that? Like the Guardians of the Galaxy, they're all kind of split up. Quill is with Iron Man, Spider-Man. We'll look Drax. Gamora must.
Oh yeah, Thor, Rocket, and Groot are together when he's forging the Stormbreaker.
And then
that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting seeing the first scene where everybody kind of splits because Banner goes to the Sanctum, and then
Banner falls into the Sanctum.
Same thing. He still goes to the Sanctum. It's just not on his own.
So he's there, and then obviously Strange, and then Iron Man, I guess, gets the call to go there because he ends up there too.
Yeah.
And then that's when they go outside and see all the fuckery going on. And then Spider-Man is on the bus at that time.
He missed. He didn't
miss the bus. He got off the bus.
But I gotta give props to whoever had to do that screenplay, man. Like imagine, because there's like 64 of them.
Yeah.
Right? 64 superheroes in total in this movie. Like imagine having to divide that screen time. Imagine being tasked with making sure everybody gets the right look.
Yeah,
the right
gets
time,
a touch, a conversation in there or something.
The story, like you get to, because you still have to play out certain people's story going forward.
Exactly.
Now, do you have enough time? Because the running time, from what I heard, is 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
That's pretty.
It's not even a trailer. It's 2 hours and 37 minutes or something like that. It's like a couple minutes more than Civil War, which was at the time the longest running.
I think about that. That was pretty long.
Yeah.
Pause again.
But yeah, I look forward to it, man. I wouldn't mind, honestly, if it was like 3 hours, I wouldn't even mind.
I wouldn't. There's a lot they have to cover within that. And they're not even gonna cover everything. There's a part 2 after.
Because Civil War didn't feel like a long movie to me.
No.
because you're so invested in it, and you're waiting
missing so much.
Yeah,
so much.
So,
but yeah. So
and they were also the same. I should shout them out. I can't remember. I think it's Emergency something. I can't remember.
Emergency Awesome.
Yeah, Emergency Awesome. They're the ones that I watch all the explanation videos and whatever. But he was talking about Hawkeye being missing, and how Hawkeye's confirmed for, I think it's the second one.
Oh, okay.
Or he's confirmed in the second one, but he might be in this one as well.
Okay.
But I was thinking about, I was like, okay, we already know he's retired, right? He's living the home life, and like, so even if they said he's not going to be a part of it, I would get it because they already covered that.
Yeah.
Nick Fury, on the other hand,
I wonder why he's not in it.
I think he's going to show up, but
in what capacity? There's because what's it called? There's still not really a shield right now.
Yeah,
there's not a shield, and he's not the main person of shield anyway. So that's probably why he's disappeared right now. But he's always underground planning. Like if you read comic books, Nick Fury has about like 50 different secret locations he can hide in, and he's always planning. He's always strategizing, like all the time.
Yeah,
he'll pop up, do what you got to do, and leave for like years. They can come back at the right time.
Yeah,
always planning that guy. So keep your eye out for Nick Fury because he'll be in this.
I really hope I see Nick Fury play a good role in this movie, because I know he's gonna pop up, but I just think the fact that he wasn't in Black Panther kind of had me a little, you know what I'm saying? Because like the he put out, I think it was a tweet or something, and he was just like the only black member of the Avengers, and they're not sending me to Wakanda.
But they don't know about Wakanda. Well, Avengers isn't. Well,
I would think Nick Fury would know about Wakanda.
Yeah, he should know.
If Claw knew about it.
Yeah, Nick Fury. Yeah, Nick Fury knows everything. So can't take that away.
But yeah, I hope to see him in the flick.
But Nick Fury wouldn't have fit in that story though. Like Everett Ross is actually a part of the Black Panther story. He's a CIA agent he's the one like trying to reveal Wakanda to the world type thing or whatever. So he was always about it. But if you watch the BET version of the Black Panther they did, like the cartoon that they did a little while back.
Okay.
She just put it up, but Everett Ross is the main guy talking like.
And not to sidetrack, but I have to say I'm not really on social media often, and I haven't hit up A Harmony because she's usually somebody I would comment this to out of the blue. But BET is kind of on the low, been making a resurgence.
They're building.
Like I don't really give them their props recently, but like after the New Edition movie and then this new Suge Knight joint and the Man Cave.
They have their little shows. They're popping right now.
They're
bringing it up right now.
Gotta give them the props.
They're moving like the Shot Club, like gotta make content. Like the Shot Club. We're gonna be back.
Big things are going.
April, May. Actually, yeah, we're still moving. And also, yeah, anyway. Yeah. So let us know what you guys think about the whole Desus Mero. If you don't know about that, go check them out.
Go watch it.
Go watch the actual Vice page, Desus Mero.
I like Vice these days.
Vice is dope. Like you get good content down in Vice. Like they know what they're doing over there.
Vice is doing some dope shit.
But yeah, go check out Desus Mero on Vice. Fucking great show. Yeah. You'll laugh your ass off.
And they're hilarious.
After you watch it, let us know what you think. Give us your take. Is DJ Envy right? Is DJ Envy wrong? Desus Mero right? Is Desus Mero wrong?
Is Charlemagne wrong?
Is Charlemagne the one wrong in the whole thing?
Yo, and the funny thing about that thing with when they had the callers call in, there was a couple people that were just like, it's Charlemagne's fault.
Yeah. Envy blaming. If you listen to Envy's explanation afterwards,
he's like, oh,
I blame Charlemagne.
Yeah.
Charlemagne's always to blame. That's just how it goes. But yeah, let us know what you think down on the bottom. Go check out the Infinity War trailer. If you ever already watched it, talk below. If you haven't watched it, talk below.
And of course, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit the
Yeah.
subscribe.
Make sure. Not even first like it, and then make sure you comment, and then you subscribe, and make sure to share this to your friends who love the same shit that we do.
And hit that notification bell.
Oh, yes, yes. So you know, this is not just random. We're here.
Well, I am King Random, so sometimes that, you know. But yeah, we're here.
Yeah, check us out. Oh, and follow us, Shot Club Podcast, as always.
IG.
We'll be back with new shit that is coming. You already know. We stay working.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace out.